about your experience with Berkshire Hathaway, what are a few of the things that have surprised you most? Also, how have you used some of those surprises in your quest to become a better learning machine? These are all.
Well, I would say some of the things that surprised me the most was how much dies. The business world is very much like the physical world, where all the animals die in the course of improving all the species so they can live in niches and so forth. All the animals die and eventually all the species die. That's the system. And when I was young, I didn't realize that same system applied to what happens in capitalism to all the businesses. They're all on their way to dying is the answer, so that other things can replace them and live. And it causes some remarkable deaths. Imagine having Kodak die. It was one of the great trademarks of the world. There was nobody that didn't use film. They dominated film. They knew more about the chemistry of film than anybody else on earth. And of course, the whole damn business went to zero. And look at Xerox was once owned the world. It's just nothing compared to what it once was. So practically everything dies if you on a big enough time scale. When I was young enough, that was just as obvious then. I didn't see it for a while. You know, things that looked eternal and had been around for a long time, I thought would likely be that way when I was old. But a lot of them have disappeared. Practically everything dies in business. None of the eminence lasts forever. Think of all the great department stores. Think of how long they were the most important thing in their little community. They were way ahead of everybody in furnishing credit, convenience in all seasons, convenience back and forth, use the same banks of elevators and so forth, multiple floors. It looked like they were eternal. They're basically all dying or dead. And so that once I understood that better, I think it made me a better investor, I think.
I mean, the same can be said for managers. I've talked with Doug McMillon of Walmart, who carries around in his wallet, like on him, he carries around a list of the top retailers over the decades, and nobody's ever the same.
Yes, who are gone. Yes. Of course, retailers live in terror because you can die. Some guy gets a better way of doing it, and you just die, like those department stores did.
The ones that you invested in early on, you mean? The Baltimore?
Well, no, most of think of the department stores that are gone, just chain after chain after chain in big downtown. That they're not weakened, they're gone, dead. And to have IBM have the huge position it once had in terms of utter dominance, and now it's just one of the also-rans. And it's still an admirable place. I'm sure they have a lot of talent left in IBM. It doesn't help you. You die even though you're talented and hardworking.